Shalom. First and foremost, before I get started, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to where it's due to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash, and double honors to the apostles and elders of Great Millstone, who rule well and who taught us His truth. This is your brother Awab, back at you again with another lesson through the spirit and power of Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash, entitled somewhere along the lines of, if you want to be somebody, you will have to go through persecution. If you want to be somebody, you will have to go through persecution. Because as you're going to the top, that's what we're shooting for. We're shooting for the prize, salvation, redemption, immortality, eternity. We're shooting to be part of the 144,000, part of the first fruits that was with Yahweh Shai in the beginning that created the earth. That's somebody, man. To be part of the 144,000, the ruling class, the upper echelon of the nation of Israel, that's somebody. That's a great title. That's a great place to be. And that's what we're shooting for, man. I'd be lying if I told you that I don't want to be part of the 144,000. I'd be lying if I told you I don't want to be of the upper echelon at the round table with the rest of the 144,000 in Yahweh Shai, judging the world, judging the earth, judging the people. I'd be lying if I told you I didn't want that. That's what we're aiming for, man, to be somebody. And it starts with the salvation, but it comes with it. Being somebody, being well known, the fame, the glory, the power, the vibration that is going to, immense and come off of the elect. But if you want to be somebody, well, who don't want to be somebody, man? What Jake don't want to be well known, man? Why do you think these rappers and these athletes, why do you think they sell out for? Why do you think they sell their soul, man? And at the same time, why do you think they go so hard? Why do you think LeBron James does what he does? Because he wants to be somebody, man. Yeah, he says he loves the game, but he wants to be somebody, man. He wants to be well known. He wants people to see him. We want to be somebody, man. But if you want to be somebody, especially part of the 144,000, especially part of God's chosen, we will suffer persecution. We will go through trials. We will go through tribulations. We will go through chastisement. Hell, you're going to have elect members who even died for this truth, man, who are martyred for this truth, man, who are killed by the enemy for this truth, man. And this is what it takes to be an elect member. This is what it takes to be somebody, to be part of the God's chosen people, to be part of the God's chosen elect, man, to suffer persecution. That's what it says in Ecclesiasticus 2:1. It's like in that 7:1, but Ecclesiasticus or Sirach 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. So if you want to serve the Lord, that's a great title, man. To be one who is serving the Lord, that's a great title. But if you come to serve the Lord, if you want to come into this truth, if you want to be part of the elect, part of the 144,000, part of the chosen, to be saved from the coming destruction, you got to prepare yourself for temptation, because it's not going to be easy. It's not going to be simple. It's not just going to be something, a walk in the park, man. This is going to be, it's hard. There's demons fucking with your mind. Your flesh wanted to go left, your spirit wanted to go right, and it's hard, man. It isn't a walk in the park. You got demons fucking with you. The Lord putting you through trials and tribulations. putting spirits on women to bug you, to try to bug you out. The Lord just throwing constant hell at you, man. And at the end, the hour of temptation, when all hell breaks loose, man. That's when your faith is really going to be tried. When the FEMA troops is coming after us. When Esau is coming down with great wrath. This is what it takes to be somebody, man. To endure, man. To prepare. It says, prepare thyself for temptation. Set thy heart aright and constantly. It don't have it right here, but it says, constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. That's what it says. So again, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. Let's just get it. We'll just get it since it's not popping up. Sirach 2:2, set thy heart aright and constantly endure and make not haste in time of trouble. We're going to go through trouble, but you can't be hasty, man. You can't just, be quick. You got to trust in the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yashah, that he's going to deliver you out of that every situation that we go through, man. Just like this picture, man. We're going to be brought up to the synagogue. We're going to be brought up before judges. We're going to get that as well, as it says in Matthew 24. We're going to go through these things, man. Verse 3, cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last sin. We want to be increased, man. We want to be exalted. But before we're exalted, we got to remain humble, lowly, meek, and allow the Lord Yahweh Shem Yasah to exalt us, to increase us, to lift us up. We can't put it in our own hands to increase ourselves, man, because it says, he that humbleth himself, or it's like he that exalteth himself shall be abased, but he that humbleth himself shall be exalted. We can't exalt ourselves. We can't increase ourselves. We can't try to be somebody, on our own terms, because that's going to lead to the Lord bringing judgment upon us. So we got to remain humble and allow the Lord to make us into somebody. It says, verse 4, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. We're going to go through the furnace. We're going to go through the fire, but it's only to make us better. It's only to make us into somebody, man, into somebody great, well known, into a man that the Lord is pleased with. It says, verse 6, believe in him and he will help thee. Order thy way aright and trust in him. Believe in the Lord, man. Believe in the Lord Yahweh Shem Yashai, that he is leading you down the right path, that he is creating you into a great man, into a just Israelite, into somebody, man, well known. This is what we're seeking for. What does it say in Matthew 6:33? Matthew 6 and verse 33, and this is in red, so this is Yahweh Shai speaking, man. It's like Matthew 6 and verse 33. Make this yellow. It says, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. Seek, let's actually get it, because I want to get that word seek in the Greek. No pun intended. Matthew 6 and verse 33. And it reads, but seek ye first the kingdom of the Most High and his righteousness, and all these things shall be added unto you. And then it says, seek the kingdom of God above all else, and live righteously, and he will give you everything you need. We're seeking the kingdom of the Most High, man, which leads to what? Everlasting life, everlasting rest, salvation, perfection, redemption, immortality, eternity, man. And in the end, the Lord is going to give us everything we wanted, man. And all these things shall be added unto you. Everything that our hearts desire. And it says that it is your Father's good pleasure to give you the kingdom of the Most High, the kingdom of heaven. He wants to give us the kingdom, man. He wants to make us into somebody. He wants to make us well known. He wants to make us perfect. He wants to make us obedient and righteous, man. But we got to go through that fire. We got to go through the tribulation, the adversity, the persecution. We're going to go through persecution, man. Now that word seek in the Greek, it says, we'll play it.
Strong's G 2212. Zeteo. Zeteo.
Zeteo, seek in order to find. To seek a thing. To seek in order to find out by thinking, meditating, reasoning, to inquire into. It says right here, it says to seek, require, demand, to crave. We crave this, man. We crave the kingdom of the Most High, man. This is what we want. This is what our life is revolves around, man. It's centered around the kingdom of the Most High. Wanting this, demanding something better. It says demand something from someone. We're demanding the kingdom of the Most High from Yahweh Hashem Yashai. He said it. He said to give him no rest day and night till he established, until he makes Jerusalem a praise on earth. And once the Lord does it, that's making not just the elect somebody, but he's making the whole nation of Israel into somebody well known, because right now we're in a low position. The Israelites as a whole is in a low position, man. Everybody makes fun of us. They look sideways at us. We ain't nobody. The only way that you're able to become somebody in this society is if you sell your soul, man. And we don't want to get it like that. That's exalting yourself, man. That's what's the word I'm looking for? That's really instant gratification, man. You trying to go past the Lord's promises. You're trying to go past the Lord's plan, man. And you're trying to find your own plan, your own ease, your own rest in this society. Your own somebody. You're trying to be pleasing in the sight of men, instead of waiting on the Lord, Yahweh Shem Yashai, to add these things unto us. We crave this, man. We crave righteousness. We crave perfection. But before we get this, man, before the Lord, it says, not just, it says our heart's desire. That the Lord is going to give us our heart's desire. And that comes with a price, man. And that price may be your life. And you got to be prepared for that, man. Psalm 37:4. Delight thyself also in the Lord Yahweh, and he shall give thee the desires of thine heart. That comes with a price, man. And that price may be your life. And you got to be prepared that you may have to give up your life for this truth. You may have to give up your life for Yahweh Shem Yashai. And that's a beautiful thing, man. That's a beautiful thing. You may have to, that price may be, you may be tormented. You may be tortured. They may put you in a concentration camp. The Lord what is the Lord? While you're going through all these persecutions and tribulations and adversities and afflictions and torments and persecutions, the Lord is trying you and testing you to see how you're going to react in those situations. Is he really going to stand firm? Is he really going to stand boldly and stiffly for my name? Are you going to forsake the Lord Yahweh by Hashem Yahushai and turn to the enemy? If you do that, then you don't want to be somebody, man. If you do that, you want to remain in a low position. We don't want to remain in a low position. We want to be somebody, man, in the Lord's time. But in order to do that, in order to get the desire of thine heart, in order to get these things, man, that we want, the upper echelon of the kingdom, the top of the kingdom, you got to go through, you got to suffer persecution just as Yahushua did. Yahushua suffered persecution. Yahushua suffered torment, being crucified on the cross, and look at where he's at right now, at this very moment, man. He's on the right-hand side of the Heavenly Father. Perfect. Perfection. And he said what? This is, I think we already had that pulled. Yep, John 15. We'll get in the good old blue letter. John 15, and we'll start at verse, again, this is Yahushua speaking, verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. We're going to be hated. It said, ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. I believe we have that as well. The Lord hated Yahushua. Israel hated Yahushua, man. I think we had that, we might, or we might not. Ye shall be hated. KJV. Matthew 10. Thought we had that. We had Matthew 5. We'll jump over there real quick to Matthew 5 and what was it? 10, I believe it was. 10 and 22, yeah. Matthew 10 and verse 22. We'll jump back over to that, John. Matthew 10 and 22. And ye shall be hated. Let's see. Matthew 10 and 22. Okay, great. Matthew 10 and verse 22. And it reads, and ye shall be hated of all men for my name's sake. But he that endureth to the end shall be saved. We're going to be hated, man. For the Lord Yahweh Shem Yahshua's name's sake. For his name's sake, we're going to be hated, man. It says, because you, in the NLT, it says, and all nations will hate you because you are my followers. But everyone who endures to the end will be saved. You claim to be a follower of Yahweh. You claim to be a follower of the anointed. Well, that's what Christian means, to be a follower of the anointed. You claim to be a Christian, then prepare to be hated. Prepare to go through this. Prepare to go through the persecutions. Prepare to be hated. We got to go through it in order to enter into the kingdom. Before we get back into that, John 15, definitely want to get that. Acts 14 and 22, confirming the souls of the disciples and exhorting them to continue in the faith, and that we must, through much tribulation, enter into the kingdom of the Most High. They said just tribulation. They said much tribulation. Enter into the kingdom of the Most High. We must suffer many hardships to enter into the kingdom of God. That's what it says in the NLT. We're going to go through hardships. We want to be somebody, man. We want to be well known. We want to be at the tip top right next to Yahweh side. What do you think is going to take in order to sit next to Yahweh side? That's what it says. Ye shall surely. How's it go? My sons sit next to you. Also, are they able to drink of my cup? I believe that's how it goes. Matthew, I believe that said Matthew 20. Definitely going to get back into that, John. Matthew 20 and verse, we'll start at 20. Then came to him, speaking about came to Yahushua, then came to him the mother of Zebedee's children with her sons, worshiping him and desiring a certain thing of him. And he said unto her, what wilt thou? What is your request? She saith unto him, grant that these my two sons may sit the one on the right hand and one, and it's like in the other on the left in thy kingdom. Man, that's a big task. That's a big order, man. That's a big accomplishment, man. To sit on the right hand and the right and the left hand side of Yahweh Shai, man. To sit right next to Yahweh Shai, that's big. That's great. That's mighty. That's somebody. Yahweh Shai is somebody. To sit next to Yahweh Shai, that's somebody, man. What did Yahweh Shai say? But Yahweh Shai answered and said, Ye know not what ye ask. Are ye able to drink of the cup that I shall drink of, and to be baptized with the baptism that I am baptized with? They say unto him, We are able. And the NOT says, But Yahweh Shai answered by saying to them, You don't know what you are asking. Are ye able to drink from the bitter cup of suffering I am about to drink? Oh, yes, they replied, We are able. Yahweh Shai suffered, man. It says in the kingdom that we're going to see his visage that was martyred, and that we're going to mourn with him, man. It said, damn, how does it go? It's like, yeah. I believe it's in the Isaiah, the book of Isaiah. Isaiah 52. Man, we got it's like I kind of all over the place right now, but through the Spirit. Isaiah 52 and verse 14. And Lord willing, this is edifying and is making sense. Isaiah 52 and verse 14. As many were stoned at thee, his speaking about Yahweh Shai, his visage was so marred more than any man, and his form more than the sons of men. And the NLT says, but many were amazed when they saw him. His face was so disfigured he seemed hardly human, and from his appearance one would scarcely know he was a man. Man, so this is what Yahweh Shai went through, man. It said that he in the 1 Samuel or 2 Samuel goes into that he said that he was going, if he go off, which he did as King Solomon, that he will be beaten with the stripes of men. Yahweh Shai had to go through suffering, man. What does that mean? That means we're going to have to go through suffering. We're going to have to go through hell. We're going to have to catch hell. We're going to have to be tested and tried just as Yahweh Shai was. They said, oh, yes. And you want to be somebody, that's what we're saying. Oh, yes. We're able. But what did Yahweh Shai say? And he saith unto them, ye shall drink indeed of my cup. Yeah, you're going to drink. You're going to go through hell. You're going to catch this suffering too. And be baptized with the baptism I am baptized with. But to sit on my right hand and on my left is not mine to give, but it shall be given to them for whom it is prepared of my Father. And the NLT says, Yahweh Shai told them, ye will indeed drink from my bitter cup, but I have no right to say who will sit on my right or my left. My Father has prepared those places for the ones he has chosen. So we're going to go through hell. We're going to go through trials and tribulations, man. We want to be with Yahweh Shai in the kingdom. We want to judge the nations with Yahweh Shai. So we got to go through hell to be somebody, to get that bestowed unto us, man. Peter said, we have forsaken all. We have forsaken all, man. What shall we get in return? We've forsaken all, man. This is Matthew 19, verse 27. Then answered Peter and said unto him, behold, we have forsaken all and followed thee. What shall we have therefore? And then Peter said to him, we've given up everything to follow you. What will we get? What are we going to get? We've given up everything. We're going through hell, man. What we going to get, man? What we going to get, Lord? verse 28, and Yahweh said unto them, Verily I say unto you, that ye which have followed me in the regeneration, when the Son of Man shall sit in the throne of his glory, ye also shall sit upon 12 thrones, judging the 12 tribes of Israel. That's somebody, man. That's somebody. Verse 29, and everyone that hath forsaken houses, or brethren, or sisters, or father, or mother, or wife, or children, or lands, for my name's sake, shall receive 100-fold, and shall inherit everlasting life. That's what we want, man. That's what we want. You got to forsake everything and follow Yahweh. You got to go through the persecution, man. Even it comes from your brothers, your sisters, your family. You got to go through the persecution, man, in order to be somebody. We're on our way to the top, and on our way to the top, we got to go through that bumpy road. We're gonna go through the bumpy pathway. It's not just some frolicking through the roses and sunflowers, man, through the daisies. No, man, it's a bumpy road. It's a bumpy road, sharp rocks. That's what it's. Man, precepts keep coming to my mind, but I still gotta get that John 15, man. Going into that 2nd Ezra 7. A fire on the right hand and on the left, the deep water. Really want to get it, but I'm already, pushing it. So, when I come back with another lesson going into that. John 15 and verse 18. If the world hates you, ye know that it hated me before it hated you. If you were of the world would love his own. But because you're not of the world, but I have chosen you out of the world, therefore the world hateth you. Remember the word that I said unto you, the servant is not greater than his Lord. If they have persecuted me, they will persecute you. If they have kept my saying, they will keep yours also. They persecuted Yahweh, so they're going to persecute us as well. Because why? Because we're following Yahweh. We want to be somebody. We want to be saved. We're not of this world, man, so we're going to be persecuted. So I just got this word real quick, to be somebody, meaning to be important or well known. And if you're part of the 144,000, that's important, man. That's important. That's big. And that's what we're aiming for. The definition of persecution: hostility and ill treatment, especially on the basis of ethnicity, religion, or sexual orientation, or political beliefs. We're going to be persecuted for our beliefs, man. For our message and following of Yahweh, because the elites they don't want us to be doing this, man. So they're going to come down with great wrath, insurrections, man. It says, then shall be known who are my chosen. Some similars: oppression, mistreatment, ill treatment. Right here it says torture, torment. We want to be tortured. We're going to be tormented, man. You may even die for this truth, man. You got to be prepared for that. Witch hunt. They search for a subsequent persecution of a supposed witch, which is about to be an Israelite hunt, man. Punishment, abuse. About to go through it, man. So if you want to be somebody, you got to prepare for this, man. Matthew 5 and 10. Blessed are they which are persecuted for righteousness' sake, for theirs is the kingdom of heaven. If you're going through persecution for the sake of righteousness, for Yahweh B'Hashem Yahshua's sake, man, you're blessed. And don't think you're not blessed, man. Because we are blessed. We've been called, and Lord willing, we have been chosen. Last one. 1 Peter 4 and 12. Beloved, thinking not strange concerning the fiery trial which is to try you, as though some strange thing happened unto you. But rejoice And as much as ye are partakers of Hamashiach's suffering, that when his glory shall be revealed, ye may be glad also with exceeding joy. So, don't think it's strange when you're going through, the trials, and when we're persecuted. When you see your name on the TV and they labeling you as a T-wrist, man, a risk to the public. When you brought up before the judges when they kicked down your door, think it's not strange, man, because the scriptures, Yahweh B'Shem Yahshua already said that these things shall come. If you said you was going to do this, you said you was ready, you said you wanted to be somebody, you said you wanted to be important and well known and part of the elect. Well, here's your trial. Here's your test. So prepare. So, Lord willing, this lesson was edifying to the spirit, to the body, to the fold. Before ended off, I'd like to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahweh Shai, Bahashem, Rachakwadash, and double honors once again to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Until next time, Shalom.